Hi, Kitenberger here. Welcome to my review of kidblog.org. There's not too much to say about this website other than it's no different than any other blogging website other than the fact that it is secure and it is not public. What I can say about it is that it is very limited in what you can do with it. In a science classroom, I would use this as a way for students to write news articles about science, to record observations they see outside and questions about those observations, and then do research to find answers to those questions, which they would then write about in their blog. I may have them write responses to things that they see on the internet or videos that I show them. One other thing that I might do is I might post something myself and then have students comment. What you can see here is the dashboard from a teacher's perspective, and what I'm going to show you is the product that I had my student make. In this case, the student is me. It is a hypothetical student, but as a student, I wrote a review of the technology as well. So you can see here the review that the hypothetical student wrote for the technology. This is pretty much what they wrote. What I wrote. I'm not going to go ahead and read it to you, but I will say that as a teacher or a student, you can comment on this student's work. You can see I've put my comment down here. As another hypothetical student, I could comment as well. You can make the comments private, and then as a teacher, what you can do is you can also unapprove certain comments. If a student puts something inappropriate and you hit unapprove, it won't be visible to anybody else. What I also noticed about the technology is that it's a little bit hard to figure out how to use. Even with the tutorials, I often found myself clicking on things thinking that they were intended to do something, only to find that they didn't do what I thought they did. Saving something as a draft doesn't make it invisible. It's still visible. The teacher's still able to see it, but it's not something that's submitted yet. The fellow students aren't able to see it. Submitting something and then removing it, it's still visible to the teacher, but it's not visible on the class site. So accessing the class site is also a little tough. Whenever I try so far, I always end up at the dashboard. I can't seem to bring up the class site as it would be viewed from an outsider, because what I'm guessing here is that there is no way for outsiders to see this unless they are invited by the student. Which reminds me, if I go in here to as a student and try to go to edit, I can change who gets to see this by going down to and hitting, by making the edits and hitting update. It'll ask me who I want as my audience. I can hit classmates, teacher, connections, or public. Making it public makes it visible to the public only if it's allowed. As a teacher, I can make it public, but as a student, I can't. As a teacher, I can approve certain connections that a student would like to add. Maybe it could be their parents or a friend from another class. Classmates are only people within the class, and teachers are only the teachers. If it's posted in any of these, the teacher is able to see it. So I'm going to go ahead and hit publish again. So that's pretty much the long and the short of it. There's no more I need to or can say about this technology. It's like I said, it's limited in scope, but within those limits, it has a lot of potential. Personally, I wouldn't pay for it. It's not free. It has a free 30-day trial. If there were a free alternative, I would sooner go with that. But it's still a very, very interesting technology that has a lot of potential for use if you're willing to spend the money on it.